We're going to start Module 3 this week by talking about links. Now, links essentially provide you a way to provide access from one web page to another. So you're essentially creating a connection from one web page, let's say for example your home page, to your about page, to your contact page. And it's not just internal pages that you can link to, but you can even link to external pages like Google and Twitter and YouTube. So today we're going to learn how to create those links for your webpage, and we're going to start by using our CodePen example here, which has a really simple HTML template, the same one we learned how to create in Module 2, where we have our HTML tag, our head tag, our body tag, and as we learned in Module 2, the body tag actually contains all of the information that we visually see on our website, so we definitely want to make sure to put our links in there. Now we're going to start by creating our first link tag. Now the link tag is interesting because you don't actually type in link. The link tag is actually an anchor tag. Now anchor will actually allow you to anchor from one web page to another, but you don't spell out the word anchor, you actually just use the letter A. So the A tag will actually allow you to link. Now if you open a tag, you must also close it. So we open an A tag and we close an A tag. And in the middle, you're going to type in the text that you want to be able to click on. So for example, let's say I want the word Google. I type the word Google. Over on the right here, I make sure to save, and Google will show. Now Google right now is not clickable. It doesn't let me click on it. The reason why is because this is only text. Just because I created an A tag for my link does not mean this is linkable yet. I have to specify which web page I'm actually going to link to. The way I do that is by inside of my opening anchor tag, I add what is called an attribute. Now an attribute is essentially just an extra setting that you get to specify inside of the opening tag of any HTML tag. So the A tag has the attribute for href. Href stands for hypertext referencing. What hypertext or what link are we referencing to? And inside of the quotes that we have set up here, we're going to type in the link for Google, which is http://google.com. Now once I do that, my page refreshes, I have an actual link. You know it's a link because the text turns the default blue color. It is now underlined. If I mouse over it, you realize my cursor changes to the pointer with the one hand, so that's perfect. And I know I can click on it. Now here's the thing with links, and I'm a stickler for this, so you got to make sure that when you're working on your projects, pay attention to this. If you are ever pointing to an external web page on your website, always make sure to force that link to open in a new tab. If it opens in the existing tab, what's going to happen is you're going to lose the people that were on your website and they won't come back, which we definitely don't want to do. We want to keep them engaged. So if you are linking them to something external like Google or Twitter or YouTube, you definitely want to make sure to open that in a new tab. The way you do that is inside of the anchor tag, you're going to add one more attribute. And remember, an attribute is essentially just a setting that you can set directly in the HTML for a tag. And the attribute that we're going to add in is called target. Now targets essentially is telling the link how it's going to be targeted when it's clicked. Are you going to open it within the current tab, within a new tab, or within a new window? There's a lot of different options. So for us to open it in a new tab, what we have to say is _blank. So _blank will actually allow us to, if once it reloads, create this in a new tab and refresh. Now what I want to make sure to do here is copy this to create 3 more links, or actually 2 more for a total of 3. So I'm going to select all my text and copy it, and on the next line I'm going to paste in not 2 Googles, but the next one, let's send it out to, let's see, maybe we should send it over to, let's try Twitter. Say Twitter, we'll say twitter.com, and on the next line we'll send this one over to Facebook, and we'll set this to facebook.com. And now that I have that set up, I easily created 3 links. So I have Google, my Google text, which opens up google.com, my Twitter text, which opens up twitter.com, my Facebook text, which opens up facebook.com, and the attributes for those are all set to target_blank. So target_blank will actually force these to open up in a new tab, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to do. Now, if you're linking to an internal web page, remember you don't need this target. You can take that out. You don't need to have that in your tags, but for external pages, you definitely want to make sure to have those. Now I'm going to make sure to save my pen and also refresh it. Looks like my internet's going a little bit slower. So this is an issue that you can run into sometimes if your internet's running slow or it goes out. Remember that CodePen is web-based, so it will stop working and may not render out like it's doing for me right now. So you may just have to copy your code, refresh your screen, and then you should be able to see everything working again. So this is a good tidbit to keep in mind if you're working. Remember, everything is online-based. Alright, so in our links here, it looks like we have Google. If I click on Google, it opens Google in a new tab. Close it out. I can go to Twitter. It opens Twitter in a new tab. Once Twitter loads, there we go. And here's also Facebook. It'll open Facebook in a new tab once it loads as well. So this is perfect. My links work. I have 3 links, and from here on out, I'm ready to go and start building out menu sections. So this is really exciting. We're actually going to learn how to build out menu sections towards the end of the module, so stay tuned for the next video and we'll keep on working on those.